Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Heather Salter-Purves, I'm a queer fantasy author, and this is my hearthside where I talk about my reading, writing, and life journeys. Today I thought I would take you along on my pile of possibilities. For June, I am taking part in the Amazing Readathon that is put together by Bree from Four Paws in a Book. It is a competitive team-based readathon, loosely based around the Amazing Race, and this year we are going to be hopping around so I will link her announcement video down below. So the idea is that you have a team and the team has a bonus. You read books that fit the bonus and then you get extra points if you read queer books. So I am on the illusionists team and our bonus is a school setting. So I thought I would take you through pile of possibilities and let you know what the prompts are, because for this year we've been given the prompts but they may not be in the order. I will be trying to prioritize the queer books in this because I think queer books deserve more hype. But without further ado, let's dive on in. The first option I have is Now Conjurers by Freddie Fulch. November 1991, North Dana, Massachusetts. Nesbit Norris discovers a partially devoured body of Bastian Atta, the star quarterback secret witch, Nesbit's even more secret boyfriend, and now the remaining members of the North Coven, Nesbit, Dawn, Drea, and Brandy, vow to get answers. Nothing could prepare them to go undercover. Nesbit's nightmares are only just to begin. So ancient evil, Coven found in blood, and the love that death cannot destroy. It's also just a really cool cover. This one is this is where it ends, and this is a contemporary where we follow a school shooting. And it's told in sort of time and across multiple points of view. And it is a Dutch non-binary author of Mercury Nipkit. 10 a.m. The principal of the Opportunity High School finishes a speech welcoming the entire student body to a new semester and encouraging them to excel and achieve. 10:02. The students get up to leave the auditorium for the next class. 10:03. The auditorium doors won't open. 10:05. Someone starts shooting. Told from 4 different perspectives over the span of 54 harrowing minutes, terror reigns as one student's calculated revenge turns into the ultimate game of survival. So it's a school setting, but also there is another team that has trials and games, so you could use it for that as well. We then have Wilder Girls by Rory Power. This is a body horror I've had on my list that I keep meaning to read and keep forgetting. It's like a feminist Lord of Flies retelling. So basically it's been 18 months since Rexit's School for Girls was put into quarantine, since the tox hit and pulled Hetty's life out from underneath us. It started slow. First teachers died one by one, then it began to infect students, turning their bodies strange. Left to fend for themselves on the island home, the girls don't dare wander outside the school fences, where the tox has made the woods wild and dangerous. As it seeps into everything, they wait for their cure to be that they were promised, but when her best friend Brett goes missing, Hetty will do anything to find her, even if it means breaking quarantine and daring the horrors that lie outside. Once she does, Hetty learns that there's more to the story, to the tox and the life at Rex than she ever thought possible. We then have a Sapphic Dark Academia, which is a lesson in vengeance. So Felicity Morrow is back at Delaware School, a century-old ivory-covered campus where that was home until the tragic death of her girlfriend. She even has her old roommate at Goodwin House, an exclusive dormitory rumored to be haunted by the spirits of 5 Delaware students, girls, some would say were witches. Not 100% certain if this one is queer, but she has written queer books in the past. It's an Australian author. Lily Wilkins' Dark Academia Unhallowed Halls, a gripping Dark Academia fantasy. So Paige Wilcott has always been an outcast. She's too smart, too quiet, too weird, and after the deadly incident that destroyed her only friendship at her old school, she needs a fresh start. Agilent College is everything Paige has ever wanted, a safe haven of wood-panelled halls and dusty rooms on the remote Scottish moors, and for the first time in her life she has close friends. Cypress, Wren, Gideon, Lacey, and Oak help her feel home in Oregon. No prisons, so they're all keeping secrets from her. Paige doesn't know it yet, but her perfect new school has crooked foundations rooted in ancient clandestine society, rumoured to lie with demonic magic. Soon Paige will learn that not everyone in Agatha is what they say they are, least of all her friends. Agatha claims to teach its students history, but some histories are better left buried. And that's young adult. I then have, it's not officially gay, but it's very sapphic coded. And that's Wicked, the actual book that the musical is based on. So as we said, when Dorothy triumphed over the Wicked Witch of the West in L. Frank Barham's classic tale, we heard one side of the story, but what happens is arch nemesis and the mysterious witch. Where's she come from? How she thinks? So we're going to follow Alphaba and Glenda before the happenings. And then we move into other school settings and dark academia because, as you might know or not, I am looking at writing a sapphic dark academia novel myself. So this is all sort of research as well for me. So with that being said, we are going to also pick up A Lesson in Curses. It's an arcane scholars novel by Ash Harrier, which is Oxford based, and we're following a succubus. So that sounds quite interesting. An ancient and unholy university, a brilliant tutor, the dark past, a grad student destined to end a curse. Laura has come to study curse breaking at Oxford's Connex College with one goal: to stop malevolent forces from pursuing everyone she cares about. Solitude talented quartermaster Kellen is simply filling in for a missing lecturer, or as it seems, his true purpose is investigating the disturbing pattern of deaths and disappearances. He has noticed that the grad students who attracts tragedy. And the competitive faculty of arcane sciences, dark and fascinating twists are Kellen and Laura, like the forest of thorns. They soon find themselves locked in a mutual battle to resist temptation and maintain secrecy. Who will hold out longer, especially when succumbing tastes so sweet? Then we have The Beautiful Beast, which is a complete series. So it's a bind up like novellas by Neela Young. So I never considered myself special, far from it. When my father told me I'm marrying a demon, I did next to a thing. I opted to attend a supernatural academy to escape. Next thing I know, I'm whisked away into a place with shifters and vampires. There's no welcoming committee with my father being the master vampire in town. Instead, I'm an outcast and on everyone's hit list. We have another Ash Harrier book, which is Ghostling, which is where we're following Mimi's unique challenges that she has a trio of invisible companions, but no one else knows it. So Ethereal Valley Academy. It's an elite school for students facing unique challenges as they become to the drama. And this is the amazing Kickstarter set. So we also have beautiful. So I will be looking at diving into that. And then we have 4 by Ella Kill. It has been our lives a lot easier if Martha had simply pushed Guinevere out of our bedroom window that day. Certainly it would have been tragic, but she would have died instantly. But Martha did not push her then, or if chose to believe me. And the other time, if she had, all that went through would have happened. I've told this story as clearly as I could, as rationally as I have been able to in the circumstances I choose. I do not regret what we did. I would do it all again. So one secret could destroy them all. We also have Their Vicious Games by Jolene Washington. So 12 girls, 3 rounds, 1 prize to die. So the stakes aren't high, they aren't just high, they're deadly. Edgewater Academy is a school for very rich and very powerful. Adeline Walker is neither of those things, alone and an outcast. When she gets into a fight with a fellow student, her former friend, her scholarship at the top college is revoked and her world falls apart. That's until she's invited to the finish. Annual games for the brightest and best, hosted by a powerful family of the Remingtons. The winner prize of the finish is everything Adeline wants, but it's the prize that will come at a terrible cost. Trials Games, so there is also the other team that can use that. Deadly Education by Novi Nomic, which is the lesson 1, so book 1 in the Scholarmount series. So we follow Elle Higgins as she enters her school, but it's the school that's trying to kill everyone. So they are a majority of the books I am trying to read, and the prompts. So the 10 prompts are a cozy book or a comfort read, a book with a romance. Well, there's a lot of romance in these books. A book with a green cover, a book with low ratings that you think you'd love, a book that takes place in a large city, I will let you know, because one of them is also an isolated setting which fits another group, and it's queer. A book with a violent word in the title. I think vicious, vengeance, deadly, beasts, so there are a lot I can use for that one. A celestial godly word in the title. I might have to think about that one. Book that is shorter than the last book you've read. Not sure. An over the top cover. Probably would go with Beautiful Beast just because it's a special edition, so it's pretty. And a book with a chilling cover or a winter setting. So there are some spooky chilly covers or winter settings. So yes, I would love to know if you're taking part, what you would read, and if you have any suggestions of queer school setting books on that list. If you are looking at possibly picking up a queer author with queer settings, I have Cursed Cove, which is book 1 in the Keepers of Devil's Bay series, which is a paranormal marine shifter novel, and they do attend school. There is also another team that has family is a very big thing, and we have her Daffodil Queen is very found family, strong family elements, and Betrayed by Blood. There's a family debt, and Victoria does everything she can to keep her youngest brother Michael safe, and that's Ivy Thorpe. So if you'd like to check out and support me and read some queer books over in June, that would be great. And if you're on my team, the Illusionists, let me know. If you're taking part in other teams, I wish you the best of luck, but we're gonna win. Bye for now.